Yes.
I'll do it on OBS, but let me just close down Roblox.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and guys, today we are going to be talking about the exclusive heat that's going to be coming back into South Dakota, North Dakota, into Nebraska, into Kansas, and already a few guys in Oklahoma and Texas. So we're going to be looking at the GFS 12Z 6Z model.
I'm gonna mute.
I might mute as well. Alright, so as you guys can see here, down in Texas we could have maybe about mid 70s to lower 80s, 5 a.m. today. Let's drag the models, and look. Down in Texas could have mid 90s to mid 100s. And back here, we can have about 100 degrees, 107. Today at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And maybe about 110 degrees over here in California. And then we could have about 100-degree temps over here in Las Vegas, which is favorable for wildfires. And over here maybe to the mid and then over here maybe to the mid 80s and 90s. And we've been scrolling back. And then over here in Nebraska could have a bit of up to the mid 90s to mid 100s. Same down here for Texas. And down here in California, Arizona, and Nevada. And then on August 17th, we still have mid 80s, mid 90s to mid 100, maybe 110. degrees. August 17th at 5 p.m. And then look, we could have to the mid 90s to 100, possibly 110 for Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. But on August 18th, we get a little bit of a cool down, still possibly in the mid 90s to mid 100s. And over here in Nebraska could have a possible chance of seeing 116 degrees. And with Iowa, we can see about 108. And just south of Minneapolis, maybe about 103. This heat wave is really starting to extend north. And a little bit cooler. Maybe over here in Pennsylvania to the mid to lower 90s. And then things start to get back hot up here in Nebraska with 104. A little bit of a cool down here in Texas with lower temperatures with 102, possibly 74. But things starts to heat back up around the Dallas area with 105 degree temps. In Oklahoma and to Missouri. And yet this is just going to keep on being the next pattern of seeing exclusive average, above average temps. So if we just play that, you can see how temperature rise. Alright, now we are going to go over the severe weather risk. I'm still making alright, Okay, so first off, looking at today's severe weather risk. We have a slight risk for severe weather for Pennsylvania, Maryland, DC, Virginia, and North Carolina. Also for Delaware and a little bit of New Jersey. And we do have a 2% tornado risk, and that is for Virginia, New Jersey, New York, a little bit of Massachusetts, Connecticut, and then New York. And then up here we have a 2% for Canada. We have a 2% for Buffalo, Erie, Pennsylvania, Olean. So be weather wearing over here in Baltimore, Washington, Richmond, Salisbury, New York, Bridgeport, Providence. Be on the lookout for those brief spin-ups. And we do have a 15%. And then we do have a 15% for damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour plus for Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, Richmond, Jamestown, Virginia Beach, Kitty Hawk, Greenville, Fayetteville, Greensboro, and Henderson. And then we have a 5% for hail up to 1 inch plus. So yeah, let's look at the forecast models as we are getting in the 12Z. And let's see what we could suspect today. Yeah, so right now in Pennsylvania we could have a little storm, not causing a severe threat. Also, we could have a little bit of spotty showers here in Pennsylvania near Pittsburgh, Johnstown. And we could have a little storm that is not causing a severe threat, just south and east of Huntsville, Alabama. Alright, so looking at the models, the date and time is above, is right here. So as if you want to keep paying attention to that date and time, you guys can. So right now, August 15th at 9 p.m. Let's go. And then we could see these storms in Pennsylvania get a little bit more heavy rain to it. However, possibly not severe. Well, let's keep this light risk up. Alright. And then these storms at 2 p.m. They will make into the marginal risk for severe weather. That is a 1 out of 5, not a very high chance, but could see some hail and damaging winds. What am I doing? And then at 4 p.m., we see these storms firing around the Washington, D.C., and then down here in the Carolinas and Georgia. Let me just change the color here. And these storms can cause, they're a little bit discreet, so we could see the tornado threat pick up around 4 or 6 p.m. And then up here we could see that tornado threat a little bit increase around 6. And then through 4 p.m. through, I'll say about tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. the severe threat will die off. But however, looking towards tomorrow's threat, we have a slight risk for severe weather. And that is for Minnesota and Wisconsin. This does include Minneapolis, Red Wing, St. Cloud, Duluth, and Minnesota. We don't have a tornado risk, so the odds of me being live is very low tomorrow. We do have a 15% for seeing damaging winds up to 60 mile per hour plus for Minneapolis, Red Wing, St. Cloud, and Duluth.
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 I know it's weird, but...
And then we have a 15% for hail up to 1 inch or higher for Duluth in Minnesota and Wisconsin. So going over that threat, the severe weather threat really starts picking up around 7 or 11 p.m. And that's where we could possibly see some severe storms. And that's all I can look at. So here's a broad view of everything. Alright, now last thing I want to talk about is the tropics. And as we can see over here, we are getting these systems are trying to get more active, as we do have a tropical development chance for the next 7 days, a 10%. And then over here, we have a tropical development chance. For the next 2 days, there's a 0 chance. But in the next 7 days, we have a 30% chance for tropical development. And then over here we have a hurricane
I have something to say, Mr. Duffin.
Fernanda.
Look at the GFS. Look at the GFS. Like far out. They say there's a hurricane headed right for Florida.
Oh, we'll check that out. But over here, we have a high chance for tropical development in the next 2 days and 80%. For the next 7 days and 90%. Also, we have Tropical Storm Greg over here. That's just gonna make south of Hawaii. And then behind that we have a tropical development chance for the next 2 days, 0%. For the next 7 days, it's at 20%. Alright, so apparently the GFS, and this is going to be our last bit of the video, the GFS saying something about a hurricane.
I think Florida. Look at the 850 millibar winds on frame 288.
Frame 288. My GFS is loading.
Yeah, it says possible tropical disturbance, aka a hurricane, slam into Apalachicola, Florida, and then go north into Alabama, and then really weaken, but still have some strength into Tennessee. So if you're anywhere on the Gulf Coast from New Orleans to Tampa, just heads up. It originally was putting it right at New Orleans, but now it's clearly moved it. What about the 700 millibar winds? I want to look at them. Make sure it also says the exact same thing. Has your GFS loaded?
It now has.
Yeah, look at it. From 288 to 200, like 300-ish, you'll see that tropical disturbance slam near Tallahassee.
Near Tallahassee?
Florida. Look at the 850 millibar.
Oh, I see.
You see it now.
Alright, so like everyone said, if these could try to if these storms out here in sea could get in front of the wind shear, they could cause a threat, and that's what we could be seeing August 27th at 2 a.m. However, this is far out. We're in La La Land, and right now we are too far away to tell. But this is something that we need to keep an eye on. So yeah, so this is something we do need to watch.
It
For
shows up on all the millibar winds,
a
and it has been shipped for the past 4 days on the GFS. So,
However, guys, we are a couple, I'd say about a week or two away from knowing what is actually going to be happening. But, however, the Panhandle of Florida, get your hurricane plan actions ready. But yes, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Broad overview of everything. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. And if you want to see more and upcoming live streams, hit the subscribe button and put on post notifications so that you don't miss on any upcoming live streams. And I'm going to keep an eye on this possible tropical development, and if they see something more concerning, I will let you guys updated. But yeah, that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.